This is a regulation announcement.
Oh my God.
I repeat, a regulation announcement. We have news. Regulation news. Are you ready? Andrew,
Yes, I'm ready.
hit us with the news.
We have a store.
What kind of store?
It's a merch store. It's where
What
we sell
street
merch
is it
of our
on?
store. What? Where?
It's
who?
on Store Street.
It's on Store Street. Yeah.
It's on the internet.
Where else would it
Regulationsstore.com.
be?
It's where you go to buy things related to the Regulation Podcast, such as one shirt. We have
got a
one
shirt.
shirt for sale right now. You can buy a Regulation shirt. That's all you can buy. You can buy as
But it's
many
the
of them as you
regulation
want.
shirt.
But
It's
it is the
only shirt
Regulation
you
shirt.
need.
That means you can go into the store and be like, I'll take everything. And it's not too expensive.
No,
Yeah,
it's really
one
ezy.
Shirt.
It's actually
one.
pretty good. That's actually
Yeah.
really good. I'll take one of everything.
and if you want to go in and buy a shirt right now, that would be cool because it would help us stress test the store, because coming not too far off in the distant future, assuming this store works, Andrew,
What?
hit him with the drum roll. Now, Gavin, you do the announcement.
Oh my God, after the shirt, guess what? The first ever official regulation Gerpler. Will it break the store?
Probably. And now, Nick, you hit him with the oohs and the ahs.
Okay. It's like doing 100% eat.
Then, Eric, you hit him with the domain name again.
You go to regulationstore.com to grab that shirt. And then on Friday, November 22nd, it will be GERP Friday. That will be the launch of the Gerpler. But for now, go to regulationstore.com, grab a shirt, support us directly, and help us find out if this store launch can work for us or not.
Do you want to hear some fun facts about the URL?
Yeah.
Regulation.store was taken. Regulation.shop was too expensive. So we got regulationstore.com. But guess what? We've also got regulationstore.store.
It's true. I just went to it and it works.
I've already redirected it to the main store.
This concludes your regulation announcement. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey, and with me, as always, Andrew Penn, Gavin Free, Nick Schwartz, and Eric Bedore. This is episode 23, and Gavin has just sent a picture of his crotch. He has peed his pants.
That happened maybe 16 seconds before we started.
Wait, what happened?
I spilled water on myself. Well, it's not piss, because piss wouldn't... Oh, I guess piss would start there if my penis was...
I'm not sure. Where else would it start, man?
Well, I always imagine piss starting right in the center of the crotch, but if your penis has any length, it may start down there.
So are you the new piss boy or what's going on?
Taking after the cats?
Well, it's not piss, though.
I mean, I'm just having a look. Oh, you doing it? Are you going shmee mode in your own office?
Are you spraying?
Oh, is it spray?
Are you mad at you?
Quick, let me piss in one of the outlets.
Do you feel like you've been gone too much recently and so you're just punishing yourself?
Oh, man, I've got a soggy podcast ahead of me.
Oh, no, a sog pod.
I'll take Piss Boy for one episode. This will be my sog pod as Piss Boy.
Yeah, you could be either Soggy or Donald Duck. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
two options.
Good Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
I like that you have a wet left pocket and a little bit of a wet, like right, well, not pocket, but like front shorts on your knees. It's like you pissed so hard on the left, it shot to the right. Like you fire hosed it. Like it
Like a
launched
bounce?
from. Yeah.
Wait, is there wetness on the right?
Yeah. it
Isn't
looks
there
like
a little bit
No,
at the.
it's just... I think it's
Oh,
just
is it
some
the
leaf.
pattern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just piss.
Never mind then. I thought you got both legs. How disappointing. How you guys doing? We've had a day.
Good. I have a fucking note, and I was looking over my notes. We were coming from another recording right into this, so I didn't have time to prepare. And I have a note that I remember writing down yesterday. And do you have those notes where you don't feel like you need to explain it further because you'll remember?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wrote down, I'm so dumb. And I don't know what the fuck that means.
All right.
That could be written before every single note you've ever made.
Yep.
I don't know what I must have done something so stupid yesterday that I thought writing down that alone was enough to remember it 24 hours later.
That, in fact, was dumb. You didn't know it at the time, but your note was a reflection of the action you were currently doing.
What could it be?
Oh, what have you done recently that's
What did you do
has
yesterday?
stupid potential?
Piss your pants?
No. The last time I did anything like that was when I shit my pants at Gavin's wedding. I've had dry undies since then. I went for a bike ride. I had a normal day yesterday, I think.
Did you do something in a car that was stupid? Did you rip a pump off?
I didn't rip any pumps off. I did drive around town yesterday, but nothing funny happened.
Did you get pushed over by a ghost or whatever?
No, I don't remember any ghosts. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me, but anyway, that was my only note for today, other than I saw 3 Dobermans.
What time did you write the note?
I wish it said. So I wrote it before I wrote my most recent Doberman update, which would have been yesterday. I guess. Maybe it was day before yesterday. I don't know.
Did you see some dogs that weren't Dobermans, but you thought they were Dobermans, and then you just went, classic Jeff?
No. I don't think so.
Well, I have an exciting thing to share that I don't think you guys know about while you're pondering. This is insane. I have so much cool stuff from the community this week that I'm so excited to get your guys' reaction on this. You especially, Jeff. Are you ready to have your mind blown, to be excited?
Are you ready to react, Jeff?
I had someone in our community reached out to our Patreon page and sent us a message sharing a regulation-inspired game that they've made that is coming out and it will be free based on the idea that you had, Jeff, of Tombstone Bingo. It is called Tombstone Tally. And it is a game in which you run around a cemetery and have to do bingo. It is a scavenger hunt. Yeah, it's going to be on Steam. It's multiplayer. We're absolutely going to play this when it comes out. It is, I guess, supposed to be like
Spicy Garlic Games.
It's supposed to be like a nod to our show and the community. There's a lot of inside jokes apparently in the game. It looks great.
Oh my God.
I cannot believe that this is a thing that's happening.
It's full on bingo. You have a bingo card that you pull up. I'm watching like the about this game and everything. You're trying to find specific stuff on these tombstones and you have a bingo card. This is crazy. This is
unbelievable.
We were trying to find games that have graveyards to try to make something out of like around something else. They just went and made a game that is what you talked about.
So is it random? Is it different every time? Or is
I have no idea. I
That's
can't answer that,
crazy.
but the fact that this is a thing is insane.
This is so fucking cool.
This game's great because it stops us from doing something really offensive.
And thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. That's
wouldn't have been
fantastic.
offensive. Would have been a loving send up.
It's fighting zombies.
This is even better though. This is even better.
Yeah, I guess there's like a.
I like the ragdoll.
Oh yeah, it looks
There's an
fantastic.
arena?
So thank you so much to Spicy Garlic Games, I guess, for putting this together. I cannot wait to try this.
I am so excited to try this. Do you know when it'll be out?
I don't think they have said, but they did say it would be free. So
Oh, hell
anyone
yeah.
who's listening who has Steam should be able to pick it up and play it, I assume. But I don't know that.
That is unbelievably cool.
It looks so cool. Running around, you play co-op. It's like a groundskeeper looks like that maybe targets you. Looks like a lot of fun. So I just wanted to make sure that we highlighted that.
No, absolutely. That is fucking amazing.
Second community thing I have, I just might as well just unload on the community stuff. We got sent something that is really cool that was reached out a long time ago. It's been a long time in the works for this person who owns this business called Hand and Sew, I believe, and they reached out about doing keychains. I guess it's a product that they typically make. And they have made, look at this, an Ian keychain for us.
What?
And they did 500 of them.
Whoa.
And
Wow, it's like stamped leather with gold foil.
I believe so. Yes.
That
And
is so cool.
they're sending them to our PO box. I figured that could be like a fun thing that like we send out to people on occasion.
Dude, that is so awesome. That is such a cool idea. And I'm so excited to get actual mail to our P.O. box instead of mail for the 2 people that aren't us that I continually have to return.
Maybe I could take 10 of those and just give them to people if I see them out in public.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I think that's so cool. Getting these sent and everything is really awesome.
What was the name of this of the people again?
Let me pull it up. I believe it's Hand and Sew.
Hand and Sew, I think is what you said.
Yes. Hand
So
and Sew.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's really awesome. If we're talking about this stuff that's getting sent to us, can we talk about what we have coming up later in November for what we're merch?
I think we probably should.
Okay. So it's been a long time coming. This is fun. This is like an announcements episode. This is exciting. It's been a long time coming. We've been working with some people, with Tony and some other people to get this going. But we are opening a regulation store
Oh shit.
later this
Oh,
month.
did you say OSHA? OSHA has nothing to do with this. Don't say OSHA.
Oh wait.
By the time this is out, we'll have more sort of firm updates on where everything is and dates and everything. But we're opening a regulation store. We're working on getting a regulation shirt that will be very simple. It's really for us to sort of stretch our legs and try this stuff and make sure that like we have no issues with what we're trying to sell. So the shirt will be coming out later in October. And then in November, late November, we're trying to settle on the date and everything, but late November, we will be releasing our first ever regulation Gerpler. It's a brand new Gerpler. It is, I mean, should we share images of it and stuff?
I don't see why we couldn't. Who's going to stop
Okay.
us? Big teeth can't stop us.
Eric,
Eric.
that's true. I mean, it's up to us one way or the other if we're going to do this. So the new Gerpler that we will be releasing is like, what would you call it? Like transparent black? I'm not sure.
It's a regulation color.
It is. It's a very.
It's like smoky. Kind
It
of.
is like a dusky, low opacity black sort of.
Think of
look.
like a Eastern European cigar lounge at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and so here I can share the image here. So what we're sort of looking at is, I think, being able to put this out, and you guys are going to be able to get the Gerpler.
Yes.
It looks fantastic. Very happy about it. We have, I think the number is 4,000 because we wanted to really overestimate.
We're taking a bit of a risk here. We're trying not to get out ahead of our skis, but the Gerpler has been far and away the most sought after product of all the products we've released time and time again. And we wanted to make as many as we could conceivably make without tanking the company if you don't buy them.
The original
So-
question from Eric, I think, was do we want 500 or 1,000? And I just got PTSD flashbacks of
Yes.
everyone being pissed off that they didn't get one. So I think I put 5,000 and then we settled on 4.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm always going to be more conservative when it comes to this stuff because I'd rather have it sell out and then we don't eat the cost of having to store it anywhere. So
See, that's where we differ. I'd rather us have a really funny amount of cups left over than have everyone be really mad.
Well,
a very funny amount of cups left over to me is 0 cups. I want no. So I am putting this in the community's hands and saying, please buy these cups in late November because we have a lot. We have a lot.
and I think that obviously we can have further discussions about this, but I think with trying to move that many, we probably wouldn't put a limit on number either. So
Yeah, I agree. And I think probably maybe trying to do like a live stream in support of it and everything.
Yeah.
We have like a lot of ideas, but we finally got this stuff. Like I got the sample. We finally have like the look of it. We settled on like a lot of stuff. It's very, man.
believe it or not, we started working on this in early June.
And there were shades of transparent black that we weren't happy with.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
We went through a lot of samples to get this right for you guys because we wanted it to be a very specific look. We wanted it to be regulation, and it looks awesome. It looks so cool. And we're working with a company called El Famoso to put it all together and do this. So we're really excited to be able to get new stuff in the store and make everything happen and get more stuff out to you guys. So stay tuned.
Super excited. And this is going to be very informative for us. If we release 4,000 and they sell out immediately, we're so sorry. That is an insane amount of demand that we couldn't afford to seed ahead of time. But it will help us know if we release 4,000 and we have 3,800 at the end of the month, that then Gavin will have his funny amount of cups and we'll end up building an island out of cups and trying to move off to it to avoid paying taxes or something. But yeah, just we will take the information that we've learned for this. We desperately want everybody to get an item if they want it. We really do. And so just so that you know, just because we're releasing 4,000 in this way, this isn't how things are going to go. This is us testing the waters to see what tolerance you guys have, what you actually want from us. And then based on that, we'll go forward in merch. But we have mentioned a lot early on that merch wasn't going to be a focus from the beginning. We were really more concerned about just crafting the best product for you guys and really filling that out. And then using merch to, I don't know, support that down the road. That's still kind of the path. This is us slow walking this.
It is.
And try to be very careful with it. We don't want there to be a problem on launch. We don't want you guys to have a problem on launch. We're terrified of that.
Yeah, that would be awful. That's obviously something that's why we're putting in time and figuring stuff out. And our number one issue when we were doing merch before was the frustration of things selling out. So this is an attempt on our behalf of what is the furthest we can push it while also attempting to make sure that everyone who wants one can get one. And then based on the intel or data we receive from this, we'll adjust.
I don't doubt that there won't be unforeseen problems.
Oh,
that
it's
could
us.
still happen.
It is
The
us.
site could go down. Who knows?
Yeah, it's us. Something will go wrong. Undeniably.
And we should also say that, extra thanks to everyone who's supporting us on Patreon, but because it's because of that we can buy 4,000 of something.
There's
Absolutely.
no way we could have done this if it wasn't for people supporting us on Patreon. There's no shot. We wouldn't have been in conversations. We wouldn't have been able to get as many tests as we got. Like, we wouldn't have been able to do this the way we wanted to.
This fucking company begins and ends with Patreon. They are the lifeblood of what we're doing. And man, I was now I'm going to get into the blowjob portion of the episode, but I was thinking about that yesterday when I was getting coffee in the morning. I was just like, it is so unbelievable, the consistent from day one and continuous groundswell of support that the regulation listeners and comment leavers have really granted us. I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know about you guys. We're 6 months down the road now, 5 months down the road into this company, but I still wake up every day and I'm just fucking floored that it's what we're going to be doing, that I'm going to sit down in front of a computer with y'all and get to crank this stuff out. It is like, it's beyond a dream come true that it's so weird because we hit the ground running so hard. I never really had time to look back, but we're 6 months down the road from Rooster Teeth going under and all of that, and it's just crazy to be able to look back along amongst the last 6 months, and we didn't skip a beat, we didn't slow down, and it's only because of the audience.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
For transparency too, I mean, with us moving down 6 months and everything, we've got a lot of the back end stuff figured out. We have like a lot of our sort of like business operations figured out and everything. But for transparency's sake, we started working with Shelby, who's someone that we started working with at Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth and everything, to help us with our social media and posting, because we want to get clips out to show people what the show is. Because as much as we have a devoted fan base in you guys who are listening to this every week and, very into it and everything, there are twice as many people who go, hey, so Rooster Teeth shut down. What are you doing now? And we need help getting like the word out. And Shelby's doing a really great job so far, like putting that stuff together and getting that stuff out there. So that way more people can check out the show and we can continue to grow, but not in a way that is like an insane exponential thing, just in a way where we can like keep doing what we're doing the way that we want to do it.
Yeah, we're not going to end up selling shirts that like none of us have seen, which I think did happen a few times.
Yes, and I made sure yesterday that everyone saw that shirt and we locked in on it.
You're talking about appreciation, Jeff, with the thing and like feeling it every day. It is, I am like obnoxiously appreciative where I think about like every day, as you said, it comes up. And I've made probably like 7 or 8 posts about it. And it's just like every day I want to make another like it's hard to, because it's not like the audience can know how you're feeling at all times. So it's like this weird thing of like, I am so fucking thankful for the support we've received and just overwhelmed by everything. And it's just been so much fun building this and trying to create something that is both so much fun for us and connects with the people that are kind enough and for whatever reason believe in us.
I guess ultimately, I agree with you completely, and I guess ultimately, I just want the audience to know whether you pay through Patreon or whether you just listen through the Apple Podcast app or Spotify, or you just watch a couple of gameplays on YouTube. We do not take it for granted. We are so fucking cognizant and conscious of how lucky we are and the runway you've given us to get to continue to create this kind of content. And I just want you to know we don't take it for granted. We appreciate it every single day of our lives.
Couldn't have said it better. I feel like that was a little sausage talk. Oh, before we move off of our little sausage talk, you made note of it, Eric, but we're doing Tony stuff with the merch, Alphamosa. And it's also like some Rooster Teeth people that were there, which I think is so cool. Tony, the catalyst of so many of our just dumbest ideas, and being able to work with him in some capacity going forward was really important to us. And so being able to do that, it is so exciting. I am texting Tony about stuff occasionally that whenever I'm able to text Tony about a dumb idea and then seeing him like the gears turn and figure out a way and like different angles on it's incredible. I'm so excited for the potential of what the future can bring as far as the merch stuff goes.
This is an ad for Fume. Are you aware, yes, you, the person I'm talking to, are you aware that the flavored air category is quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking? Are you aware that there is such a thing as the flavored air category? Well, there is, and it's led by today's sponsor, Fume. I just said their name earlier, and here I am saying it again. That's Fume. We've teamed up with Fume, and they are offering you a free gift with your journey pack. Head to tryfume.com/regulation. That's tryfum.com/regulation. If you've never fumed, you fume by fuming flavor into your mouth. It fills the void ditching a bad habit can leave. It's won awards. It's not the V word, so you can use it anywhere. There's no nicotine, so it can't be addictive in that way. There are non-toxic flavors, so it's essentially a guilt-free alternative. And there are no batteries, so you'll never need to charge it, which is quite convenient. Remember when it used to be gum that had all the cool flavors, but they were bad for you? It was bad for your teeth. And now gum, it's just like 7 different kinds of spearmint. Well, Fume has crisp mint. They have orange vanilla. They have actual flavors. Fume has served more than 300,000 customers, and you can be the next success story. For a limited time, get a free gift with your journey pack. Head to tryfume.com. That's tryfum.com/regulation to get a free gift with your order today.
I have a small follow-up. Jeff,
Okay.
you were talking about your face recently where you had to go and find Nick a bunch of old episodes.
Yeah.
Because you named them all stupid and because of pleasantries. How long did it take you to get all your files?
So long. It was really hard. It took all day.
I did the same ones. 3 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to
You son of a bitch.
go to my thing and just drag them over.
I have an unfortunate update. Moving away from our sausage talk portion. My chair broke. The chair is broken again.
It was September again. It's the month of breaking chairs.
When did it break? What day did it break?
Over the weekend, I put it in the Slack.
What is today? Today's October.
October 3rd. Yeah.
October 3rd. Okay,
it was right at the end of September.
How did it break?
Let
What
me
level of
explain.
broke?
This is the Herman Miller, right?
This is the Herman Miller.
You never gave us the instructional
Here-
information on how
listen,
to use the chair either.
We're going to get into this. So I
Okay.
got the Herman Miller, and it's great. It's a really nice chair. On day 2, a bolt fell out of the side of it on the second day. And my seat dropped. So I don't know, if you have one of these, you'll know what I mean. But the way the armrests work, a bolt goes through the armrest, and that's what holds the seat up on each side.
Did you build this chair or it came
No,
assembled?
came pre-assembled.
Okay.
So on the second day, I sit and the bolt on one of the sides falls out. And I thought, unfucking believable. This chair broke 2 days in. This is a top of the line high-end chair. I looked at it. I went and I got a screwdriver. I was able to secure the bolt back in. So I thought, that's fine. Whatever. Like, clearly, this is not set up correctly, but I can just tighten it whenever it gets loose. And so that is what I had been doing this entire time. Occasionally, it would fall out and I'd have to completely tighten it from the beginning. That was just a process I was doing. I had noticed recently that it was looking not great on that one side. Like, it was getting progressively worse. And so I took the Herman Miller chair and I put it on top of the bed just so I could like really evaluate things. Look at
course
it.
you did.
And I tightened it. And while it was on the bed, I thought, well, this is a great time for me to look at all these different levers and switches and figure out this stuff. And so I looked at it and it all was like, okay, interesting. This does that. This does that. I was looking at the instructions. Is going to be all prepared. I learned how to raise the chair because it has just been at the lowest height this entire time.
What do you mean? What do you mean? The most commonly used thing on the chair.
Yeah, I've never, it's always been at the lowest setting.
Why?
And so I raised it. And I was like, oh, I'll be able to bring up on the show. Like, I figured out where the raised seat switch is.
Let me
And
guess. It was it was below your ass on the right
Nope.
side somewhere.
No, it's like on the armrest thing, I believe.
Even easier.
Yeah. Anyway, so I raised it and then I sat in it and the chair exploded, essentially. What had happened is the bolt that was supporting it flew out and it stripped. It not only took the inner bolt with it, it stripped all of the inside of the chair. So
So you turned your chair into like a hydraulic cannon.
essentially, yeah, I guess what happened is because it was at the lowest height, it was just, there was no give for it. So even though it was crooked, like, it was fine. But then when I gave it space, when I elevated it, it had like, it's been broken, I guess, this whole time. And I just didn't know. And I thought I was fixing it each time when I would tighten it, but really it was just still broken.
So it shot out, and what does the chair do? Can it
Now the
operate in
chair
any way?
has no support on the left side of it.
I mean, it's a Herman Miller, right? So they'll probably
Replace
fix it
it
still. It's probably
repair
in
it,
warranty.
yeah.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
I got sent all of that information on my Rooster Teeth email because it was from the whole idea was we're going to do stuff around the chair. And then Rooster Teeth got shut down, as you may know.
But your
And,
emails are still on your mail app, right?
I don't have any access to that inbox.
You never downloaded any email?
We went over this. No, I had zero. I didn't know you could download the inbox. It never occurred to me that I would want to.
I like
But
that he
do you-
sounds mad at you about this.
No,
Kevin.
not mad at you in the slightest. I should have done that. I just didn't know.
But did you use the mail app on your Mac? Or
No,
were you just in the browser?
browser.
You're a real
My
browser
mail-
guy, aren't you? You're a real
Well,
browser.
no, it's my mail. My mail doesn't work on my computer, and I don't
What do
know
you
what's
mean?
going on with that.
What do you mean? Let's get into this.
Okay, so
I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled by the turn this episode just took. Andrew computer stuff,
Yeah.
it makes me so happy.
the chair's dead. I've ordered another chair. I'm hoping I can find the paperwork and I can potentially get this one repaired. But if not, I have to swap out chairs. My computer problem. At some point, so I was using the Safari Mail client, and my
What?
the
What?
stamp,
Mail.
Mail.
whatever.
Why did you
Mail
say
app.
Safari?
Yeah.
Safari has nothing to do with the mail app.
They're both blue. Anyway, I was using the postage stamp, and
Yeah.
I sent a bunch of emails out, and it didn't go through. And then I resent those emails out using the browser, and the postage stamp said we're out of sync or something. Let me just try to open. I'll just click the mail thing and see what it says. It said something like the SMTP Google blah blah blah. Like it was not. I'd have to resync it.
You might just need to sign in again on your accounts.
Probably.
In mail accounts and settings.
I was concerned that all of the emails I sent, because I tried to send those emails and it was like, it didn't go through, like, didn't work. Then I sent them on the browser. I was worried that if I ever fixed the mail thing, then all those emails would then get shot out a second time. Because
I mean, are they all sat in your outbox? Because you could just delete them from there.
Well, let's see. I'm opening my mail. But because of that, I haven't used the mail, the postage stamp thing in probably 3 years.
So you've got all your emails from Rooster Teeth, but from 3 years ago.
I'm trying to open this thing and nothing is happening. I guess I haven't clicked it.
He's talking about it like it's a physical box. Like I'm trying to open this thing and it's stuck.
Blowing off the dust.
Well, it was also a problem because I just at some point decided to stop deleting emails. So I have 30,000 emails that are unread currently. This thing. The last one I received was from 2020, December 11th. And there's a little squiggly line that looks like the Messenger app.
Does present day you just hate future you?
No. I'm good. I use the browser. I'm fine.
Yeah, but don't you hate past you?
No.
Oh.
I think
Happy's
there's
doing his
no
best.
thought. I don't think that there's a thought of like linear time with like, I'm going to have to deal with this, or why am I having to deal with this now? It is just simply, this exists. I have 30,000 unread emails.
Here's the thing with the emails. I was on top of it. I would delete them every time they'd show up. I click delete, get rid of.
Why are
They
you
just-
just deleting them?
Well, to get rid of them.
Why do you want to get rid of them?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I went back to an email that I got in 2012 because I needed
What?
it this week.
I don't understand why you're deleting the emails.
In your inbox, you don't put them in your trash by deleting them?
I'm not asking what it does. I'm asking, why do you do it?
Oh, that's what okay. I'm trying to articulate, isn't that what everyone does? Doesn't everyone delete, you read, and then you delete it? So your inbox
I remember the
doesn't get
last time
full.
I deleted an email was when I was using my Hotmail account in 2003, and then Gmail came out.
Oh, people
and
don't
then
delete?
and then no one ever had to delete an email ever again.
So I was actively deleting, but then it felt like there's no end to this, and I just gave up, and that's why I have 30,000. I can't stop this wave. The damn head broke. I'm getting emails every day. I can't
But
stop
why
it.
is that? Is that an issue?
Yeah, what's the deal?
It's because I was trying to stay on top of it and get them deleted. So it was like I was creating work for myself that would never end. There was no
But
end to this
read-
job.
Reading them is getting on top of them. Why does deleting them have to be on top of them?
I haven't been on top of emails since about 2007, 2008 when I got a
Okay.
Gmail account.
Enter the password for the account to authenticate.
Jeff, are we
Okay.
nuts? Do you delete your emails?
No, I have Gmail, so I don't need to really delete my emails. Unless
the-
it's
okay.
obvious trash.
All of it though is so there's no sort for my Safari letter email thing.
No, sorry.
So it's like PAX team. I'm not gonna click that. I don't need to read about PAX in 2020. Twitch notification. I don't care about that. I'm not clicking that.
I don't think anyone's saying you should go and read all your 2020 emails.
No, I'm saying even when they came out at the time, go back to 2020. I don't need to read that.
Are you explaining like the concept of you know,
What?
uh,
Am I explaining what?
I've been laughing, so I've been on mute. I've been laughing so hard. I'm like losing my mind. Why are you telling us what your emails are?
okay, here's what
I'll give you
say
an
I got
example.
6 emails. Say 6
Okay.
emails came in. A bunch of them, it's like mailing list, maybe. It
Yeah,
might be like
yeah.
an order confirmation. Maybe there's one email that I need to read and reply to. I'll just arrow through them, just like doop, 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 doop. Then I've dealt with all those, and then I'll reply to the one I want. And that's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, but the little blue dot doesn't go away unless you click it.
It's not true. What do you mean?
The little blue dot doesn't go away unless you click it.
Well, you click it, right? And then you just use the arrows and go up, boop, 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 and then they'll all not be blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or just get used to the idea that the blue dot can exist.
Yeah.
It doesn't
This is
matter.
my point. This is what I'm
your
saying.
point?
Yes. So if I'm getting 50 emails a day and I'm trying to keep that number low, I'm having to do the boop, 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 boop every day. And
What?
that's endless. That is an endless. I'm never done. I'm never finished.
No, it sounds like it ends at 50.
Oh, no, listen, 50. I'm doing it every day. I'm doing it 50 times a day. I don't want to do it 50 times a day.
I mean, you can also block and mark stuff as spam, and you can unsubscribe from a lot of. I don't get
Yeah.
actually that many emails anymore.
Neither
Yeah.
do I.
Well, at this in 20, let me tell you, my inbox in 2020 was popping off. It was going crazy with stuff I had no interest in reading. I can't authenticate this, so it's a bunch of.
What? Are you trying to? You're not trying to log into Rooster Teeth now, are you? Because you can't.
No, I'm trying to log into my personal one. Oh.
He's gonna print the law by accident. This is gonna do something to his
Oh no,
recording.
this is I talked about this before where it's broken. It just doesn't work.
It's
It's
broken.
Yeah, it's the account thing. Sorry, this is not. Sorry, my point is emails. It's too. I got too many of
He hasn't been deleting them fast enough.
So
them. But I don't need this Fitbit one from December 11th, 2020. Hey,
that's fine, but you don't.
2020
You don't actually-
December 11th. The source. It's official. Cyberpunk 2077 is finally here.
You
We
don't
did
need to
it.
read it though. You don't need to deal with it.
Ignore it.
I know I can't because it'll bother me. I either have, so I do ignore it. That's what I'm doing.
All right, and then so say you've dealt with everything you need to. You've still got 30,000. Just do a Command A, mark as read. Job done.
Command A?
Yeah, that will select everything.
1 second.
Oh God. This is gonna be an all-timer, isn't it? Like
Wait.
we're in the middle of an all-timer.
I'm using a
Wait a
Windows
second.
keyboard on my Mac. How do I do Command A?
Okay, the button next to the space bar and A.
Alt A.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. Oh, the pin. It's pinwheeling.
This whole thing's about to crash. Oh, Gavin, you just messed with the whole house of cards. It's about to crumble.
This is like when Gavin mentioned that we weren't having any technical problems before we recorded our Let's Play this morning.
What
Yeah.
Let's Play?
We didn't.
It's just skipping. It's not
49
doing
minutes
anything.
later, we gave up.
We'll continue. I don't want to hog the whole show with this stuff.
Buddy,
Oh,
you're not hogging it.
Don't worry.
Well, going back to the chair, is that 4 chairs in 4 Septembers now?
Yes.
Or is it 3?
Yeah.
One a year.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4.
Four
Chair
for
5
4.
is coming.
Okay. When does so is chair 5 a different chair?
Yes.
You didn't just. Well, I mean, the warranty on a Herman Miller has got to be several years.
Yeah, but he's got to find the fucking paper.
I don't have any of the forms that prove that I have this legally.
Yeah, I guess you were given it. Yeah, you might be SOL. I'm sure they'll just help you though.
You would think. I don't know. I'll keep it updated on that. I don't even have the email, the person that I originally talked to for this.
Right. Isn't that what got us talking about all this stuff? Are you okay?
No, I'm saying I don't have the address. Like I thought about reaching out on my new email or not my personal email. I don't know how to find them.
Do you have an old phone that downloaded your email? Do you have does the hot dog phone have email?
They all have email.
So you might have the time capsule of that inbox still on one of those phones.
Huh. I still have all those phones.
Unless you were using the browser on the phone as
No,
well.
I was always using the app on the phones.
Okay.
Well, then Gavin might have solved your problem right there.
Maybe I take all of my broken phones to like an iFixit, like a repair place, and see if they can fix all my phones simultaneously.
I wonder what effect. I really want to spend the whole day just watching you. I have to do it. I need to see all the weird shit you do. You find like a day one problem and band-aid it, and then by day 90 you've got a stack of band-aids.
And on day 365 they explode.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Shoot across the room.
I like your phone idea. I'm gonna explore that. I'm gonna explore the chair thing. Hopefully the new chair is good. I just want a chair. I just want a chair that doesn't explode. Or if it does, at least happen on camera. Yeah.
We just have to build a better Band-Aid.
So that's my chair update. I fulfilled a request by you, Gavin.
I just still can't believe that the only time you tried to learn the chair was like after a year and you put it on the bed. We were so excited for you to learn the chair right when you got it.
Were you conscious that it was September and you were closing in on a year? Were you like, I'm fucking close to beating the record?
No, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know there was a September pattern.
Well,
it didn't occur to me.
I feel like we've talked about it in the past a lot.
Yeah, it's just, when Gavin brought it up, when I said I broke it on the Slack channel and Gavin brought up the September thing, I went, okay, I guess that's a thing.
Who can remember yesterday? I totally am right there with you.
I got a nipple review for Gavin.
Oh, Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy's nipple review. Let me find my specific notes, because as you may remember, this was a conversation that my mom didn't know that I had talked about on the show.
Yeah, how did you get around that?
I just had to come out and be honest about it. Trying to figure out where I wrote it down. It is probably the most I've ever wished I recorded a conversation in my life. Her learning that was a public opinion that was known. I'll just give you the current review of the Eddie Murphy thing. I showed her the photo that you sent of Eddie Murphy's nipples, and her initial response was, "That's photoshopped." And then I said, "No, I don't think it is." And she had to enhance because she didn't have her glasses on when I showed her. And she said they were twisted, it appeared, and understood your take that they were weird nipples.
Oh.
So she's with you.
Okay.
Full support of the weird nipples.
I don't think I said they were weird. I said they were small.
I thought the whole point was they were strange. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that was the review. She thinks they're weird. The learning, so it was an immediate, when I told her that I said that, it was an immediate embarrassment was the reaction. What is it, like the 7 stages of whatever? We really ran through the emotional spectrum. It was initially complete embarrassment that this was a thing that people knew that she thought.
Then denial.
Then it was what was the consensus from everybody else? And me explaining that it was not shared, the opinion that she had, to then rage and disbelief. Rage might be a strong word, but disbelief that this was an opinion that was not universally shared based off of what was done, and a declarative statement that if y'all think that's what normal nipples look like, you've never seen a normal nipple in your life, I believe was, I'm paraphrasing, I don't have direct notes. And aggression. That she is a much better authority on nipples as somebody who has worked in a medical field in which she had to see them all the time. She then asked, so did we all look from that movie? And I said, I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it was just what was available when you searched it. To which she then countered that is a key point of this belief. She thinks that it has to be specifically from this film, the imagery, and that she is uncomfortable declaring any other versions of the nipples being weird.
So we need to see them in motion. Specifically from that movie.
She said that her belief is that the nipples in the past may be normal, but that having a child impacted the nipples. This is post-childbirth nipples, was the statement. So that's where we're at with the nipple review.
Huh.
She wants everyone to see the movie.
Has she had a child?
She has.
Okay.
Has
I
she
believe.
mentioned any changes to her nipples in
I don't,
media?
I haven't looked, so I don't know. Can't say. But it is the most, oh man, it was a crazy conversation to have over the phone. It was very funny.
There was a guy on one of the British seasons of Love Island who had to have nipple surgery.
Why?
His nipples were weird. That's all they would ever say. They never really explained why. They had to be moved.
They never clarified?
So you never saw them?
No, they look a little weird, and then you find out somewhere through. Yeah, he did have some sort of a cosmetic surgery.
Huh.
It'll be on a season you'll watch at some point. He's still together with the lady.
I need to run this by my mom. I think people would want to do, like maybe it's like a Falcon thing, a Q&A that my mom does. Like people could write questions to her to answer.
Ah, so good.
I think they would absolutely love to. Would your mother enjoy that though?
Yeah, that would be the thing. I don't know. I'd have to talk to her about it. It definitely would be a thing she'd be nervous about, but I don't think she'd mind answering the questions. It's the idea of it being recorded, be the hurdle. But I feel like people would be interested.
Yeah, I want to submit. Did we kill Taggart from Beverly Hills Cop?
Probably.
Yeah,
We definitely talked about him.
Here's the thing. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to.
What was it
is that
gonna
gonna
be? Oh man.
Go ahead and say it. You're saying.
I was going to say, and the reason why I didn't say it is not because it's offensive. It's just I don't think it's true. I was going to say they showed that you could make a good one without him, so they could keep going. But I don't think Beverly Hills Cop 3 is a good movie. It's a bad movie.
But it's still your favorite one.
It's not my favorite one. The first is the best. The first is my favorite. The third had the best action in it, was the point that I was making.
That is an opinion you've backed yourself into believing.
It is. Well, no, it's I believed it, and I don't know how to back out of it, I guess. I will die on the hill that Beverly Hills Cop 3 is the best action.
Man, now that we're getting close to the holiday season, Eric mentioned we're going to have a Gerpler on the store soon. I got something in the mail yesterday. Amazon is fucking diabolical.
What did Amazon do?
Have you guys gotten this? Let me send you the text. Discord. Have you guys received in the mail to current resident, by the way? It wasn't to me specifically. They sent me, unprompted, a kid's Christmas toy catalog.
Oh, hell yeah.
With like, fill out the toys you want right here on
Hell
page
yeah.
2. Circle the ones that are for you.
I'm so
They're
jealous.
bringing it back, dude.
No way.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Over 700 toys and gifts?
Yeah, including the page that I sent you just happens to have a very similar looking remote control truck to my Shark.
That's so
My
cool.
monster truck.
Did you go through the whole book?
I couldn't because Emily took it immediately and went and sat down and went through the whole book herself.
Has she decided which Hot Wheels car she's gonna get?
I'm not. I think she circled some Barbie stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, it was fucking wild to get that in the mail. I'm like, what is this? And then I went, oh my God.
That's awesome.
It's
I
very
want that.
smart of them. Very devious.
It is. It is super devious.
All the waste, though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they fixed the catalog problem by inventing websites.
Also, my kid doesn't live at home anymore. She's off to college, so it's useless. But
The waste thing. You're right. It is a waste. I fucking hate paper straws. That's what it comes down to.
Paper straws are dog shit. It's a terrible replacement for plastic.
I agree. I also don't think that these catalogs are a waste. I like.
my wife definitely got our no money's worth out of it last night. She spent 45 minutes in it.
I don't think these are a waste at all.
You don't think unsolicited mail is a waste?
I think unsolicited mail in general is a waste. Do I think this is a waste? No, I don't. No, not
So you
this.
think most people will read it?
I think that there will be a lot of people that do go through it for the nostalgia kick, and kids will go through it. I do not think it is a waste. No.
If it had video games and stuff in it and it skewed a little older, I would recommend we do it as a piece of supplemental to kind of replace the summer or the 98 catalog we did.
Mm-hmm.
But it stays pretty young.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
Otherwise, I think it'd be fun to do. But it'd be like Fisher Price shit, you know?
I would love to buy all the toys I couldn't afford as a kid.
Yes. The problem is nostalgia's expensive, is when I've looked at doing that type of thing.
Yeah, I think if it was the actual stuff I couldn't afford as a kid, I still couldn't get it because it'd be ridiculous.
It's so funny you say that. I was thinking the other day that if I had all the money in the world, all I would want to do, and I'd have to figure out how to work it out with Emily, all I would want to do is have a like perfect one-to-one recreation of Ricky Schroeder's bedroom from Silver Spoons, which is a show that's probably a little too old for you guys, but he was rich and he had a race car bed and he had like all the coolest toys. It was kind of like the TV version of that Richard Pryor movie. And it was, I would love to sleep in a race car bed for the rest of my life if I could do it in that bedroom.
Oh, that's a pretty cool looking room.
Yes.
You got the race car bed in the back, and it's a race wall behind him.
He had a dad who loved him too, which was wild. It was so fucking insane. There was so much I liked about that show.
For me, when I look at toys now, I have this weird gap of none of the nostalgia stuff is things that I care about or properties I care about. I don't care about Star Wars. I'm not a big Marvel guy. Like, it's fine. I don't mind Marvel. It's not. I wasn't into that as a kid. I was in this weird time period where I don't feel like there's a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show on. So that feels like a thing I should love. Because as an adult, I'm like, that's really cool. I like all the visuals of it. But I just wasn't exposed to it as a kid. Jurassic Park sucks in its current iteration. Like, all of the like kind of popular kids brands now either don't have nostalgia for, or it's a version of it that I don't think is good. I wish it was why wasn't Small Soldiers a series that kept going? There should be more of those. I want to buy Gorgonite toys in 2024.
That's really sad, Andrew. I feel bad for you. But I also think that they just ruin nostalgia. Like, I grew up with Star Wars and I couldn't give a shit about Star Wars anymore. I grew up, I humped 10,000 comic books around with me everywhere I moved until I was like 30. And now you couldn't pay me to read a comic book. All that stuff has been so overdone and just so beaten to death that it's all ruined for me. And it makes me not look back at it as well. Like, there was a long time I could look back and be like, well, I still like Empire Strikes Back. I still think it's like the coolest movie. But even now, when I look back on like where I would find nostalgia, I just try to find other TV shows or movies to explore because it's just all been just spoiled with excess.
It's also interesting how technology moving forward means that the stuff I would have given a nut for is of absolutely no interest. Like, when I was 10, would have freaking loved a Game Boy camera. Holy shit. Would have loved one. Now I wouldn't pay $1 for one. Yeah. What would be the point?
Is the Game Boy camera, it was just photos, right?
I think so. On like a 144p screen.
It was like a fax machine almost.
I haven't been able to figure out what it would be, but I think it's really funny, the idea of us trying to use the camera for some supplemental in some form.
What if we do a Let's Play and all of our face cams are the Game Boy camera?
That's really funny. And nostalgia, I don't know.
Do you have any nostalgia that hasn't been ruined? Or that do you still think fondly of, even if you don't like connect super strong with it?
It's stuff that is like not available now. So I think about like, oh man, if I had money as a child and they were still around, like the Turbo Man dolls, like when they made toys for Jingle All the Way, those were awesome. The Small Soldiers thing is another one where it's like, oh, that stuff is cool. I go back and I look at the boxes for it. Those were the main ones.
Did you read a lot as a kid at all?
Not really, no. More into like, when I think of the action figures I collected, and it's weird because I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but I ended up with a lot of Lord of the Rings action figures that were fun. I had the Lost action figures, which were not fun, but like that's how deep I was in the Lost. John Locke looking at the hatch. Remember the magazine for Lost? I was a subscriber to Lost, the magazine.
I wanted that universe to continue so badly as an expanded universe with novels and stuff, and I just floundered. It was a shame.
It did.
There was so much intrigue and interest and possibility in there, and it was ultimately it didn't really go anywhere, unfortunately. But I was ready for it, man. Like, we talked about it in the past, but I loved that video game Via Domus because I just liked seeing different parts of the island, and you could see how stuff fit together. You know?
Oh, was that
Yeah.
a good game?
I mean, it was a free roam kind. No, not really, but you could explore the island. You know,
We should do a little watch along where we watch you
Oh.
play it.
I have it.
Oh,
We're gonna do that. I bought it. We are going to, it's so funny the actors that they got for their actual voices and who they missed out on. Cause now I think that entire cast, for the most part, they are not big names. Like they would not be tough
They're
to get,
available.
but at that time they were out of the price range. So there's no Matthew Fox, there's no Terry O'Quinn. It is like Sun is in it, and it's all background kind of side characters.
do you think now they're like, hey, can I re-record lines for that
Oh.
one game?
Absolutely. I speaking of like toys and stuff, nostalgia, I have gone through a kind of odd process of I've been on a Rocky kick because I somehow avoided all of those films. Avoided, I guess, I don't know. I wasn't alive for most of them. I remember seeing Rocky Balboa in theaters thinking, this is crazy that I'm seeing a Rocky movie with Stallone in a movie theater. I've been watching the old ones because I got a notification on Prime saying we are going to stop carrying these in like 4 days. I thought, oh, fuck, I've been meaning to see those. I guess let's just watch them nonstop. So I've been in high Rocky kick, watched all of them outside of Rocky 5. It has led me, I'm going to share my screen, you guys, for a minute, because this is an important question. I think that Sylvester Stallone is the greatest sprinting action star of all time. He is the best run, I think, of any action star.
Better than Steven Seagal?
better than Tom
Better
Cruise.
than Seagal, better than Tom Cruise. Sylvester Stallone running is one of the most visually impressive things I've seen in an action movie. It is so absurd. The first film gave me this thought of like, wow, there is a scene in the first movie where he is running and he's in shape now and he's like booking it. And then he turns it up another gear and that man really hoofs it. And it is solidified to me. Let me find, here we go. In Rocky 3,
Oh yeah, this
he's
is the
running.
best.
He's running on the beach. I'm hitting play. You guys are all watching. So they're going, they're sprinting,
Oh, look at those
figuring
thighs.
things out.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at, so Carl Lewis
Rest
is like,
in
you doing
peace,
it?
Carl
Look at
Lewis.
Carl
Stallone.
Lewis is
Stallone
jacked.
is going so fast. He looks like he's gonna just break down his whole body.
Love this.
Like,
Look
is-
at all like the sinew and the muscle and everything. So
Yeah.
jacked and just running. This is so awesome. This
Look at the
rocks.
head.
This is
It's
fucking
the
80s
head
right
bobbing.
here,
He
man.
looks like the wheels are about to fall off. He's going so fast.
His neck can barely take it.
Mhm.
These are my heroes. Yay!
Yay!
Hug.
Yeah.
We ran together. We did it. We ran real far. Yay!
It's just going back. It's
It looks like he's in one of those G-force chairs.
yeah. Look, just look at his face. Look at that. He's just running. It looks like he's gonna die. So I'd love to know. Do you guys have any actors that you think of like iconic runs?
I think we already said him.
Well, yeah, it's Rocky 2,
Rocky 2. He has a run in Rocky 2.
where he's
I mean,
yeah.
Oh,
What?
the steps. Yeah, with
runs
the
up the
kids
fucking
and all that.
steps.
Yeah.
where he's doing it's this?
Oh, hold on.
Here, I'll just go to this part. Here.
Oh, this might be what I was thinking. See, I watched Rocky 1 and 2 back to back, where he
So,
kicks
like,
it up.
He's
Yeah.
going, and
Yeah.
then everyone's there with him, and then he goes,
And then
no,
he-
you're
yes,
fu-
that
no,
is
you're
what I was
fucking
thinking. I thought
not.
this was in one,
That-
where he
that's
starts
what
hoofing
I
it.
think. Yeah, he's just gassed,
Yeah.
dude. He's just God, that rocks so hard. The way he just runs that fast is so fucking cool to me. Like
Yes,
he's just giving it
it's-
everything. That's so awesome. Look at that shot. Oh my god. God, it's so awesome. Rocky 2 is
Recreation of
awesome.
it.
Those
Yeah,
first three are great.
First four are great.
Should
Yeah.
we grab a slow-mo camera and recreate the beach shot
Please.
with each of us doing it?
Please. I want to see a full-on sprint.
I promise you I will throw up. So you got to
I was
going
gonna say the same thing. Yeah. That's I mean, yeah, if we want to puke, sure, absolutely. I could get that. In
I think
slow
you only have
Yeah,
to
I'm
sprint
down.
for
I'll
like
throw up.
20 seconds.
I'll do it. I'll throw up.
Nick, You're the most athletic here. We've gone over this. You got the best movement. I'd love to see you full tilt.
20
Full
seconds
sprint.
in Nick's sprint.
Oh God. Sure.
Hey,
So hard to convince.
I can't wait.
I had to talk to my neighbors a few weeks ago.
Oh no.
That must have been really difficult for you.
Yeah, they
They're like, why are you shaving with a broken penis in our houses?
no, one of my neighbors walked up and said, "Are you okay? Why do you think that might have been, Eric?"
I don't know. I just assumed you were in the backyard,
Oh,
like shaving. But we already kind of hit on that. I can't think of why else they would ask if you were okay.
do you think maybe it would have something to do with the fact that after you gave me a ride home, you drove your car into my legs and I fell into my bin?
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
What?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You
I
hit
forgot about
Gavin
that.
with a car?
Well, he just pretended
Yeah.
to run me over a little bit,
Oh, I
and then
see.
when
Yeah.
I was pinned against the bins, he just kept going.
I
and
just kind of kept going. I just kept giving it to him. He's like, oh, here I am pinned. And I went, yep, and we're going to keep it going. And so it was a pretty good time. We're having fun. Couple of guys hanging out, hitting each other with cars.
I thought it was pretty funny. It must have looked pretty strange from an external perspective, though.
Hey, did your friend just run you over? Are you okay?
Hey, I was about to run these cucumbers over and I saw the strangest thing.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny.
Did
God damn.
you guys see the pillows that they made for the Nintendo Museum
Excuse me?
of the
Oh, the
controllers?
N64 controllers?
Yeah, let me here. Let me post a photo of
Also, before we wrap up, should we talk about how fucking stupid we all are?
Yeah.
about what?
Well, certain tech support situation we got ourselves into before this podcast.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
See,
No.
Jeff, they made this, the N64, and then they did a Wiimote one. There's a bunch of them. Look at how
Oh,
dumb
wow.
these
Those are-
fucking. They're giant
That was big.
controllers
Okay.
that are pillows. It made me think if you could turn anything in your house, any item, into a pillow, what would you want it to be? What would you want as a pillow?
Oh.
Dutch oven.
Oh yeah.
Like crawl into it. Be all cozy.
Maybe I'm nuts. Have we not talked about this before?
Sleep
don't think
spaghetti
so.
is what we were talking about before.
Oh, coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would be something that could be completely enclosed and I could get on the inside of. I think an oven's great.
Yeah.
Oven is a really good one. What about a fridge
Fridge
that
is
you
great.
can open?
But it's upright, isn't it? A car would be good.
Coffin? A car pillow?
Maybe a nice big recycling bin pillow.
How about a toilet?
Could you sit on it without it collapsing in, or
No, there's no way.
No.
I think I would go with like a Gerpler. I think I would go with a cup.
Oh my God.
Because that would be the most confusing. Imagine that it's not like the middle isn't stuffed. It's just a pillow in the shape fully of like a cup, so it could potentially hold stuff. But it's just a cup pillow.
I think a knife would be cool. You throw it at people and they'd be like,
I want the is it cake trend, but it's pillows.
I think the toilet is dangerous though, because I wouldn't want something that I could accidentally shit in if I wasn't paying attention. You wake up tired and go for a piss.
I mean,
Oh,
if you're
no.
Jeff, that's most things, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever
Kinda.
do that thing as a kid where you piss in a bin or something because you just like you're out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've pissed on a toilet seat that had the lid on it before.
I threw up on one of those.
I once pissed on a toilet that not only had the lid down on it, I had my iPad on top of it. It was disastrous. That was an all-time bad one.
You pissed on your iPad?
Yeah, it was the middle of the night and I was really groggy and I walked into the bathroom and I started peeing and I could tell immediately and I went down to quickly lift the lid and then I felt the tablet. And it was just bad.
So did you even lift up the iPad or did you just piss right on it?
No, I pissed on the it was face down, so I pissed on the metal back of the iPad, and then it splattered, and the seat was down. I just thought the seat was up. It was.
Who
it was
would
a
have
whole
thought
thing.
that you would have reclaimed Piss Boy from me in the same episode that I took it?
Wow.
Yeah, really, really crazy, dude. Way to go, Andrew.
Fascinating to watch the piss baton change hands like that.
Here's a question for you. Do you think storing stuff on the toilet is maybe a bad idea?
I think. Well, listen, there are negatives to it for sure. I think I had a bath and I was probably using the tablet in the bath, then put it on the toilet seat when I got out of the bath, and then just left it there.
There's negatives for sure. No mention of any positives whatsoever. Just I had to put it somewhere.
The positive,
Yeah.
just that it's a close surface.
It's always within reach generally.
But there's poo, and you touch the iPad with your fingers, and there's poo there. It's gonna be the grossest iPad. That's piss on the back
No,
of it.
the lid, the seat, the top of
There's
the
piss
the,
on the front of it now too.
the-
Yeah,
the
what are you talking
lid.
about?
the part that So you put a lid down on a toilet,
Yeah.
and then there's an upper part of it that is completely uninvolved in anything.
The tank, the cistern.
Yeah, like well,
Or you
There's a
talk about the
lid.
bit where you used to keep your headphones
no.
with all the,
The headphone-
toilet paper
yeah.
crust.
Okay, so it's ceramic bowl, then there's
Yeah.
seat, then there's lid, and the lid has a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom is facing water. That's the danger zone. The top is fine.
The top is
Where's the top getting hit?
well when the top's open and you flush the toilet and all the fecal particles.
No, you
go
close
flying.
the lid.
So you only flush a closed toilet.
Yeah, isn't that the point?
I mean, I think a lot of people flush with it open.
Yeah.
I'm not a lot of people. I'm not worried about what a lot of people are doing. I close the lid and I flush. I would maybe argue that I make more of an effort to keep that upper area secure as somebody who places an iPad on it. Also, like phone. What about your phone? You're spitting into your phone. You're talking on. You're touching it with your
I'm
hand.
not putting my phone
All
in my
this
butt.
shit is gross. No, my point is all this shit is gross. When you get
Well-
down to it, it's all disgusting.
He's
Well,
not wrong.
when you're wiping your ass, right? The seat's up. There's bits of poo and tiny poo particles going all over the place, and it's getting on the seat.
You know what, though, Gavin? You're guilty. To defend Andrew a little bit here, you're guilty of doing one of the grossest things that I think a human can do. And I don't know if you still do it, but you used to do it all the time, and it drove me crazy. You run around with untied shoelaces. Those
I don't even
shoelaces
have
just
shoelaces.
flop around on the ground. They
You're
would get
thinking of someone
stepped
else.
on. You in the past, I have seen you walk around with untied shoelaces, tons in your old Converse back in the day.
Like if I'm just like, I wouldn't leave the house with untied shoelaces.
Well, I've seen it. I've seen it at RT, and that's extra icky.
No, that's gross. Because then you got to touch him. I wouldn't.
Yeah, and they touch the ground, and the ground is where poop and pee is.
Yeah.
Look
mainly
at
pee.
who is the gross guy. How the tables have turned.
I
I'm
haven't had
just saying.
shoelaces for like 10 years.
I'm just saying.
My cats eat them, so I had to go with elastic.
Let's see.
The tablet is the worst thing I've pissed on, though, by far. Most regrettable.
Did you save it, or was that it?
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was fine. Washed it off. All good. Never dropped a phone in the toilet. It's been close.
You don't need to when you piss all over it outside. The toilet.
That's hey, you're right. Right about that.
Wow, this is a lot of fun.
Just wrap up. We're done. This is over. We did it. It's over.
Yeah.
The-
So
oh my God.
at some point in there, we had an episode. It was probably pretty good. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I will say that we spent 49 minutes trying to troubleshoot a problem on Eric's computer today that was related to us being able to hear something that we shouldn't have been able to hear. And the
Okay,
reason
so when
we
you
could hear
say it like that, that's fucking crazy. Instead of saying we could hear ourselves because we were watching his screen through Discord, instead of saying it like you listened to porn on my computer somehow. You set that up in such a weird way.
No,
You
I don't
set
think it was
that up
weird at
in
all.
so nefariously. What's wrong with you?
There was nothing nefarious about it.
It was absolutely nefarious.
I don't think, Gavin, did that sound nefarious to you?
What?
What was
Where
that?
did Gavin go?
Did we lose Gavin?
Gavin?
That might be
Man,
it.
what a
We
time
might be
to
done.
what a time to throw to Gavin. Anyway, the point is we're all extra fucking dumb. That wasn't what my note in my phone was about. I still don't know why I'm real dumb, but one of the reasons we're all real dumb is because we were trying to trying to troubleshoot a problem that we were creating.
Yep.
In the process of troubleshooting it, and so real stupid, real stupid bunch of dummies.
So if you're a Roadcaster Duo expert, let me know. Thanks for listening, guys. Check out Regulatreon.com. Check out the Regulation Pod on Patreon. Check out our video game videos. Check out everything we got going on right now. And check out the Gerpler on sale probably in like late November. Gerp Friday.
When are we
That's
announcing the
probably
store?
Where the
store
fuck
address?
have you been?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? We've been like trying to throw to you and you've just like nothing.
Oh yeah, I had to piss. Sometimes I go for
On
a
an
quick.
iPad?
I didn't piss on the iPad. But chances are, if I sit down to piss, because that's how I do it, someone will say my name, and then I've got to yell.
Wow. Good work.
How many times have you pissed without us noticing throughout the history of this show?
don't think I-
Probably 9.
I don't think I've ever
That's
done it.
insane.
Has anybody else done that?
No.
It's mainly because while we were troubleshooting Eric's thing for no reason earlier, I just kept drinking.
So I think it's really exciting that Gavin got the piss boy thing at the very beginning, handed back the baton to Andrew, and then we're ending it with Piss Rat Gavin. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Oh, wait, I can
Bye now.
open my connection doctor on my email. Let's get a doctor in on this.